Choosing a mortgage because of the lowest rate is like marrying someone because they only buy when there's a deal going on. It does sound good at first, sounds like you'll save a lot of money until problems start showing up later. Here's what nobody tells you out there. 67% of Canadians are likely gonna break their mortgage within their first 5 years. So everybody who's obsessing over get the lowest rate possible is focusing on the wrong thing. Because the lowest rate mortgage is not always the best mortgage. It might be the most restrictive mortgage you have. And here's what that means. Huge penalties, bad options to refinance, stuck with wrong terms at renewal, no options if you have to port your mortgage, or other restrictive clauses which most people don't understand. And the biggest problem is not a lot of people even know that they exist. And here's what happens. Life. And because of that, you might move, your marital status changes, you get more kids, your job changes, you lose your job, big financial things happen. And the biggest problem with that is you might need to access your equity, you might need to change the type of product. The interest rate can go all over the market, but you are stuck. Now suddenly that cheap rate mortgage becomes extremely expensive. And you know what? I've seen people save $40 to $50 a month on a mortgage payment thinking that, hey, they got a really good deal and they saved a few percentage off their rate, but they get hit with an 18 or 20,000 penalty, which could have been avoided if they planned for the right product and discussed that in advance with someone who knew what product would fit them the best. And that's insane because that's what tells me a mortgage is not just about that small rate it is. Of course, the rate makes a big difference. Don't get me wrong. The payments make your life. The cash flow makes your life. But mortgage is also your financial strategy. You have to look at it in its entirety. It's like thinking about this. You will not eat the best meal out there just by thinking how good the salt is. You look at how everything there is, the ingredients, all that stuff. Just like that, a mortgage isn't about the rate. It's not about that just salt. It's about the whole picture, how the financial strategy makes sense for you. The cheapest option up front isn't the best option for you long term. Would you apply the same approach? Hey, I'm using this lawyer because they're the cheapest one out there. I'm going by this business partner because they're the cheapest. I'm going by this dental surgeon or this doctor because they're cheapest. No, that would be crazy. And the same thing applies to your mortgage. Banks love advertising new rates, but they never advertise the traps attached to that. The summary is this: the cheapest rate is not always the best option. You need to understand the terms associated with it. You need to talk to someone who's not just working on one product, understands your life, understands the option, and can actually give you an honest consultation on what works for you. So if you are looking for some advice and if you want to know your options, connect with me on DM and make sure you follow for more.